Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Grand Anse Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grand Anse branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
Somebody call Waggy because
this is madness, total madness.
Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo.
And you can win
A whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 you just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two.
You gotta be mad to miss that.
Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo.
This is madness, total madness.
This is Total Madness. We're talking about welcome to another Mikey. Like, I know some of you they want to cuddle up and think it's Valentine's Day and all that. You know, love is in the air, but still we had to tell you why is that one by? We had to tell you what's going on in the place, even if it's like a 15-20 minutes still we had to tell all you. You know what I mean? So welcome to tonight's program. And we have a few things to tell you about before you go on your merry way and go all lovey-dovey and thing for the rest of the night. So a body was found. We'll tell you about that. And we've got a little bit more. We're going to put some things in context for you as it relates to allegations of overpayment of pensions. We're going to be talking about that tonight. New disaster risk management specialist. We'll talk to you about that as well. And the Prime Minister is out of state for CARICOM heads of government meeting. All right. And we have other things to talk to you about on the business. So we say welcome. This is what we call news discussed, not told. We don't have a horse in the race, bye. You understand? So we tell it as it is, bye. Welcome, people. For the first time viewers, hello and welcome to you. We are happy that you're with us. And of course, for those of you who are always on the business, we call you the usual suspects. Hello to you as well. Now we're taking a quick break and come back. We got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliment of Coach Grenada Limited, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors. Of course, we've got Infinite Contractors on board with us as well. So we want to say thank you to all our sponsors and to you. Folks, we're taking an itty-bitty break and we're coming back. And when we come back, it could be real news in all your lily lolo. So brace yourselves. We'll be back.
We support you at every stage of your life. For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, welcome. It's Valentine's Day. You know, I'm having a nice little smoothie. And you see the color and thing like that. Yeah, real thing in a smoothie. Yeah? That's for the back. You know what I mean? For the back. You know, last night we were talking about, Anyway, let's leave that talk. We'll talk about it after the business. So, let's see what's making the news for tonight, folks. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, they would like to invite livestock farmers, like sheep, goat, pig, and cattle farmers, to an important meeting. All right, it's an important engagement, they say, on Thursday, February 16, just around 4:30 p.m. at the St. Andrew Methodist School, and that's in Grenville. Now, the purpose of the meeting is to listen to the challenges faced by farmers and to outline a plan of the Ministry of Agriculture for developing and moving the livestock industry forward. Now, all livestock farmers, you are encouraged to attend this very important meeting. Now, the Prime Minister, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, would have left the country today to attend the 44th regional meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, in Nassau, the Bahamas, from February 15 to the 17th. Now, the meeting will be held under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Honorable Philip Davis. Now, major topics to be discussed includes the CARICOM single market and economy for food security, climate change, and climate finance and regional security. Very important. Prime Minister Mitchell is also expected to engage the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, and other special guests of the 44th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting while in the Bahamas. Now, the Prime Minister will be accompanied by Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, Honorable Joseph Andel. Now, the delegation is scheduled to return on Saturday, February 18, 2023. Honorable Andy Williams, the Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, has been appointed acting Prime Minister in the absence of Prime Minister Mitchell. Now, the Prime Minister intends to speak to Justin Trudeau. Prime Minister of Canada to discuss, you understand, to discuss the whole issue of visa restrictions and so on. You know, the Prime Minister is saying there's no reason why there should be any sort of visa restriction against Grenada. We're just not that kind of people. No, I feel like when the Prime Minister come back, I want to go on the airport and, you know, do the thing like how we used to do it when them artists and them come back, or when them athletes come back like Kirani and them bring flag and a motorcade and blue horn and thing. You know what I mean? And do a motorcade when they come back, boss, because you had to come back with good thing. You know, to say, okay, you know what? We had the conversation and that was, you know, sorted out. The Prime Minister seems to be heading in a direction that I've been talking about for a long time. You can't be putting visa restriction on like a Grenada 100,000 people. You know what I mean? You must get 2-3 people to come by you and stay. Everybody does do it, but we just don't have. We're not a threat to you. In fact, we're going into other place and make it better for all you, dog. You understand? So don't come and play all the thing, you know, thing and I don't gonna visa nothing, boy. You know what I mean? So yeah. Next time Prime Minister bring me with you, I come in. Yeah, I mean all some choice words for them boy and them. No, but we will go up New York, we go up America next time to talk to them boy they too. You understand what I'm saying? You see, when you value your thing, when you respect your thing, that's when others, when you respect it and you show the value that it is to you, that's when others go respect you. So we have to start the conversation. We have to start talking about business. Listen, we may have to consider, you know, responding in kind to those who impose visa restrictions on our beautiful country. It just doesn't send the right message. Yes, there'll be a few things that you would want us to tighten up. We go do that. Yeah, so we go, maybe we will think about it. We go think about it. Let us sleep on it. When they want to vote, they want to play all the visa restriction and also nothing. Okay, no problem. You know, we will return the favor. And don't think we we cannot do with all these people. Who tell all of that? Who tell all we cannot do with this? Anyway, lately that talking. Yeah, Papa, I don't want to raise my blood pressure this time of the night. We going. How we looking for time? You understand? When people see how you value your stuff, then you will see what's going on. You ever see an ugly person with confidence? And when that ugly person with her confidence, you understand? Everybody want them. Because it's no longer about the look. It's about the confidence, how that person value themselves. You understand? So the beauty, how beautiful they are, is no longer about the physical structure. You know? Yeah. We distracting them right now because you're confident. You understand? And that's the kind of thing you have to have. We small. We are like a thing here, like a thing there. We are cocoa, we are nutmeg, we are breadfruit. You understand? But it's Mr. Breadfruit to us, Mr. Cocoa to us, and Mr. Nutmeg to us. And it shall be to you too. Have some respect. You understand? For the nutmeg. We're moving. All I get me point. Good. I staying long on the program tonight. We're moving. Oh yeah. So, one elderly man, his body was found. He's actually from Boca. He was found dead in his home on Tuesday morning. And according to family members and residents in the community, despite being ill and an avid drinker of alcohol, he was a quiet yet very helpful individual, you understand, who will definitely be greatly missed by all. 61-year-old Earl Bob, yes, resident of Boca St. George, he was found dead in his home this morning, say by one of his friends from the community. Randy Batiste, who is a very close friend, they say to the deceased, Mr. Bob. They say he will normally be up and about early in the morning. However, on Tuesday morning, he was nowhere to be seen.
Well, this morning, we find it was kind of strange missing him. Around about 9 o'clock, we still miss him. So the shopkeeper, which is Jerry Smith, tell me to go and check and see him, if I see him up here. So I come up here this morning. The door was locked. This thing here, it was locked. And I pulled the door a little open, and I see him lie down on the ground. I called to him twice, I called to him about 5 times. He wasn't moving, he wasn't saying anything. So I call on my phone, I call back Mr. Jerry and I tell him, come up here, come up, send him up, because all are calling him and you're moving and he's on the ground and he's not moving. So then he dead. So there are 2 guys come up to me, I just to break down the door, which is I pull out just cross, break down the door and go get inside there. He was still moving. We calling him and he was moving. We stand by his side, we didn't touch him, nothing. We stand by his side of his foot, we stand by his side of his head, he wasn't moving anything.
Wow. No, but he said police and medical personnel was called to the scene where he was pronounced dead, and according to Batiste, Bob was known for having seizures which may have contributed to his death given the condition in which he was found. Now the sister of Bob is Catherine Sylvester, who also confirmed that her brother was in fact unwell.
He originally from Latin St. David's. There he was born, but a few years ago he got sick. And when he came out of hospital, I took him, and then from then he around with us. So he's rum and we like to drink, and we quarrel with him, he still drinking the rum. And not too long, he always tell me recently that just now he go dead, just now he go dead. When you tell me about the rum, just now you go, I just come from town. And as I reach, my sister called me and say, I didn't know you there. I said, I just come. And she tell me, they just call and say, look, your brother dead in the house over there.
Wow, they say that, he was a kind person. He was kind to persons in the community, and yes, he will be missed.
Well, he quiet. Yeah, he not from down here, but everybody in the neighborhood like him, they love him because he go make a little day walk, and when he done, he'll sit down and drink your rum. You understand? And he's a proud man. He doesn't really beg nobody for nothing. You understand? He make a little day walk, and the day walk is to drink your rum and eat your food. Right? And he quiet. He doesn't curse. He doesn't fight. When he drink your rum, he go and sleep. Right? He doesn't make no... Everybody in the neighborhood just know him. He doesn't make no confusion with nobody, He just stay quiet. The problem is the rum.
All right. Now, according to his sister, he lived alone and did not have any children at the time of his death. All right. Shiv Luhan or Lokhan. Let me see. I can't see too. Yeah. Shiv Lokhan, thank you very much for assisting me with the time. You understand? So, all right. So we're going on again. How are we looking for time again? All right. Just keep me informed about the time. A lot of talk right now. We're moving. Several allegations of overpayment of pension to citizens by government have been making the rounds. It's been circulating. People talking about it on WFM and then calling on the radio and kind of business and talking about it. You understand? And while the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mike Sylvester, states that this is nothing new, they currently have no information of this. So he's saying that if there was in fact overpayment, this is nothing new. But as it relates to the Ministry of Finance, they don't have no record of that. Now the government has already made payment to qualified individuals of approximately $75 million in pension. Honorable Dick Mitchell, the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, was unaware of any overpayments when he was asked about this. You understand? We now join our colleague, Tonya St. Louis Lawrence, over at MTV for this report.
Several allegations of overpayments of pensions to citizens by the government have been circulating. And while Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mike Sylvester, states that this is nothing new, they currently have no information on this. The government has already made payments to qualified individuals of approximately $75 million in pensions. Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister and Minister with responsibility for finance, was unaware of any overpayments to pensioners.
Pension have been overpaid. I have not heard that. No one has reported that to me. The Ministry of Finance, nor any pensioner has raised such an issue with me. So it's the first time I'm hearing this. So I'm certainly prepared to ask the Minister, the PS in Finance, if he's heard any such comments or if anyone has been kind enough to say I got $10 when I should have gotten $5 and I'm returning the $5, but I'm not aware of that.
Permanent Secretary Sylvester claims that while 3 distinct sources have verified the process, they have not consulted anyone about this development.
I've heard that in old talk, I suppose, that there's some overpayment and so on. That no information has come to us. Ministry of Finance, as far as I'm aware, has not written to anybody or requested anybody to come forward and make payments. But the pension payments, I mean, that is checked from 3 different sources. It's checked through the pension secretary that was established. It is checked in the Ministry of Finance pension unit. It's also verified by the audit. And the the pensioner, they are required to sign the application and so on and so forth. So they know what they're supposed to get. So if perchance there was some overpayment, of course they required to they should come in. Obviously, of course, the Ministry of Finance in the check will find out or will verify whether there were any overpayment and recoup whatever sums. So
if there is such a development, Sylvester claims it is not a brand new event.
Overpayments and so on in the system has been that has been as far as I'm aware ever since. I mean, I've been in the system for 20-something years. Even when I was away, on assignment overseas, I was paid for months, right? When I should have not gotten any payment, right? And that was in 2017. So this is not something uncommon to the system. But if there's an error, we will recoup whatever sums, and we will recoup it either through the monthly deductions on future pension payments, or if it is a salary case, we recoup it on salary. More than likely, we engage the person so that we don't put them in a position if they were to go ahead and spend whatever resources. But I mean, we always have a system where we can recoup. So that's it.
Although there is no formal record of an overpayment, the Ministry of Finance will monitor this development and, if necessary, take the appropriate action.
Thank you very much. And of course, we'll continue to monitor this development, as some people are claiming that there is. The Ministry of Finance said there isn't. And of course, maybe some people will decide, but as they're saying that this is, if that's the case, that's nothing new. But people are talking about that, So anyway, we are moving on. Oh, yeah. How are we looking for? I did say I don't stay long, but I find out going on, boy. Let me go again now. How are we looking? So Sylvan McIntyre has been appointed Grenada's Disaster Risk Management Specialist, a role that was handed over to him by St. Lucian and Jean Baptiste Tuesday at NADMA's headquarters in Montjulu, St. George. Now, Baptiste, the sub-regional manager for the Eastern Caribbean for USAID, BHA, who implemented the Regional Disaster Assistance Program, in handing over the role to Mr. McIntyre, charged him with the responsibility to implement a 5-year plan with other stakeholders to roll out the plan for 2022 or 2023 rather to 2027.
With activities based on needs, based on gaps, based on the national disaster system and the areas that require support. So I'm very, very pleased that Mr. McIntyre, we see him as the best fit for the position, and I'm certain that he's going to provide the kind of support and expertise required here in Grenada.
Now, in accepting his new role, McIntyre, who is no stranger to disaster management responsibilities, says he is ready for the tasks that is at hand.
I see myself serving a country that I have grown to love more and more, my homeland. And I also see a region for which I have contributed towards its development and would want to continue in that developmental process. This position has given me another opportunity to expand and to do what I am passionate about and to work with the people and places that I love.
Good. All right. Now, the National Disaster Coordinator at the National Disaster Management Agency, Dr. Terence Walters, is pleased to work along with Mr. McIntyre on this new journey.
Good thing here is that Mr. McIntyre is resident in Grenada, and so access to him, at all times, okay, is what we are happy about, and we are confident that Mr. McIntyre will represent the agency very well, and that the working relationship, because of his expertise, experience, we are confident that we will be able to work together with him to advance, disaster risk management, disaster management here in Grenada, CARICOM. So,
right, thank you very much. There. Well, today is Valentine's Day, and it's somewhat. It feels a little different. It would appear that the interest has been dying just a little bit. Every year, you are seeing less and less happening outside, like commercial activities or people posting things on social media and so on. What is responsible for that? I don't know, different tastes, different, you know what I mean? People on the street today said that, a lot of people when we spoke to them said that, you know what, they're just no longer interested, and there's more things that they should be paying attention to rather than spending monies on things for one day, and love is about a lifetime experience and not one day of rewarding a partner. So everybody has, I guess, their own little thing about Valentine. Do you celebrate Valentine? Yes or no? You can put that in the comment section, okay? Do you celebrate Valentine? Is it something that you observe? Yes or no? For those of you who do, we say Happy Valentine's to you. And those of you who don't, well, it's just another day and just another night. Folks, we really don't want to keep you too long. For those of you who wants to spend some extra time, and one of our viewers warned me already. You understand? So we are going to take a quick break, and come back. And when we come back, we have for you the national report. We also have the weather for you, and anything else, we'll talk to you about it, all right? So let's just take a quick break, and we shall be back shortly.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Somebody call Waggy because
this is madness, total madness.
Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo. whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 he just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. You gotta be mad to miss that. Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo.
This is madness, total madness.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Anywhere, at any time, and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Find the frames you love at Quartz Optical. Shop today and enjoy 50% off our wide selection of fashionable frames. Choose from our flexible payment plans from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today at www.quartzoptical.com. Remember, at Quartz Optical, your comprehensive eye exam is always free. So come in and find the frames you love at 50% off only at Quartz Optical. See in store for details. Quartz Optical, value you can see.
Government anticipates positive outcome from transitioning MNIB to public-private partnership. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
The CARICOM Carnival Committee presents Majestic Thursday. Majestic Thursday on February 16th at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground, 8 p.m. sharp. Come out in your numbers as 6 beauties will vie for the coveted crown. Marsha Blair, Miss Baltazar Grenada. Kiana Thomas, Miss Bogle. Kenesha Kojo, Miss BBH. Brianna Primus, Miss Six Roads. Michaela Gregg, Miss Pitty Martinique. And Renaya Alexander, Miss Lester. Admission, $40. Showtime, 8 p.m. Remember, it's Majestic Thursday, February 16th, 8 p.m. at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground.
With the details to the news for Tuesday, February 14th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell anticipates positive economic benefits from the creation of a new entity to replace the MNIB that will allow the government to be a shareholder along with private individuals, organizations and farming cooperatives. During a news conference on Tuesday, Prime Minister Mitchell announced that the new entity will adopt a public-private partnership approach to give government, farmers and members of the public a fair chance at decision-making pertaining to the operations and successes of the company. He explained that under the current MNIB Act, there is no allowance for public-private partnership. Therefore, after the 6-month transition period, the existing act will be repealed so government can move forward with its new legal structure.
What we are looking at here is potential creation of an actual company that allows for the government to be a shareholder with other private entities. What that does is automatically change the structure and the management structure of the entity. Right. Second, what we are looking for is to get private capital to actually invest in that entity. We can't get private capital to invest in MNIB because it's a statutory body. We can't issue, as a statutory body, we can't issue shares or anything of that sort. Legally, we need to make sure that, to some extent, we future-proof the political involvement that leads to a situation where almost the entire board and the management, for instance, are driven by factors not related to the sustainability or the survivability of the entity. We can't have a situation where people are just being hired and management is being made top-heavy because the taxpayers will pay for it, and they're not doing anything. So really, it's to ensure that the legal board management is actually changed to make sure that we have a counter-prevailing force, so to speak, to keep the entity efficient.
Prime Minister Mitchell said the call for private capital investment is not limited only to Grenadians and local companies.
We certainly would want to encourage and give first preference to Grenadians. And our banks have quite a lot of liquidity, which suggests that there are lots of Grenadians with savings in banks. There are farmers' cooperatives which exist from CARICOM to Grenada. We certainly would want to encourage them to exist. And there are other businesses in Grenada which are currently in the food and logistics business. And we certainly would want to encourage them to exist as well, even businesses in the hotel and tourism sector. We would also want to encourage them to exist because ultimately we want our hotels in particular to be able to buy produce that is grown in Grenada and to be able to use agro-processed produce in Grenada. So we would want to focus on Grenada, but we are not limited to Grenada only.
Agriculture Minister Senator the Honorable Adrian Thomas welcomes the move that gives farmers and farming organizations the opportunity to have a voice within the new entity.
The farmers, most of them are basically private enterprises, private entity. And it is time for these private entities to really come up and be part of the marketing process. It has not been like that in the past. The private entities were selling to Marketing Board, which was a public corporation, statutory body. And the farmers basically didn't have a say in the end product. In this new entity, the farmers will have a critical say in terms of going forward. And the Prime Minister did outline that they too will have the opportunity in terms of being part and parcel of the new enterprise that we are thinking of.
With plans to dissolve the operations of the MNIB over the next 6 months, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell also announced that government will undertake the responsibility to pay severance packages to the 94 workers whose services will be terminated and assume liability for the over $15 million debt of the entity. The first cohort of directors of several statutory bodies in Grenada are undergoing 2 days of training at the Koyaba Beach Resort as part of the Directors' Education and Accreditation Program. This initiative fulfills the government's commitment to ensure that all directors are duly trained, certified, and accredited to effectively carry out duties as director within a year of appointment. The opening ceremony on Tuesday was addressed by Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell.
A properly governed and well-run entity requires, in the first instance, a balanced and fit-for-purpose board of directors. Such directors must understand their mandate, their roles and functions, and be equipped to execute these functions with skill and care. Let me say from the outset that equipping includes giving the boards the independence they need, free from undue and excessive political interference and meddling.
Prime Minister Mitchell says the training is another part of government's transformational agenda to ensure prudence and transparency in all they execute. Trevor Blake, Managing Director of the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, underscored the importance of a training exclusively for public sector institutions.
This is the first time that the government has mandated that directors of its various boards must undertake governance training and consequently arranged to have the program held exclusively for its institutions. This is exemplary. Good governance is just as important in state-owned entities as it is in the private sector. In the region, the public sector is big and contributes significantly to economic development. And this is not peculiar to small developing countries like ours. Globally, state-owned enterprises account for some 20% of the largest 2,000 companies in the world. And the IMF in 2020 estimated that state-owned enterprises accounted for some US $45 trillion, which is almost half of the global GDP. So state-owned enterprises are big, important, and growing.
He says these sessions are important for small developing states like Grenada to help mitigate against the many ills that plagues institutions.
Given their size and their weight, it is important that these entities adhere to proper governance standards to ensure that they operate efficiently to mitigate risk and guard against mismanagement and corruption.
Past president of the Chartered Governance Institute Canada, Janice Riven, says while this is her first session with directors of statutory bodies, the fundamentals remain the same, and at the end, participants will be better equipped to serve at various boards.
I have worked with SOEs in the past with boards of directors, but Mr. Blake did say that something that surprised me. He said that government, the SOEs, are just as important in terms of governance as publicly listed companies or private companies. I'd like to challenge that and say it's more important because government creates the culture within which all organizations have to adapt and accept. So you are the ones that are creating the culture within which private enterprises, not-for-profits are expected to grow and take as an example. And that's why I'm just so thrilled to be here today.
The Advanced Director Training course facilitated by the ECSC and the CGIC focuses on the strategic areas of governance for directors, finance for directors, strategy and risk management. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
My name is Jefferson Antoine and the name of my business is Deb's Honey. Well, I've been in this line of work for 3 years now. What gets me inspired is because I do agriculture, so I'm looking for pollination. And bee is one of the best pollinators you have. Some of the challenges I face is with material, frames, board, lumber. Well, there are no place really selling machines and things, so you have to look online and so forth. Well, the grant actually helped me to boost my business because I will have more boxes. I'll get a machine, again. As coming up, most of the money you make in the honey, you have to spend it back in material. So, you get a nice break from that. In 5 years, I see this business much bigger than now. Is a yes for sis?
Welcome back. Government is pleased with the progress made on the Laborie Main Road project in the St. George Southeast constituency. Parliamentary Representative Honorable Philip Telesford and Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation Honorable Andy Williams recently visited the project site with contractor of Hanover Construction Company Limited, Richard Maharaj. Ministers Telesford and Williams are both impressed with the scope of work that was done since their last visit in January and look forward to the project's completion in April. The work is part of the $48.6 million feeder road project and includes the construction of drains, culverts, and retaining walls.
It was important to us to see that the road is done in a timely manner and also that the quality of the road is on par with what we expect. And thus far, I can say that I am very impressed with what I see. And in speaking with the contractor, they comforted me that the road will be done by about April, which is timely enough for the residents of the area who have been suffering so long.
My last visit here was last week, and there has been significant improvement from last week to now. They've done at least 2 additional pavements. So we've seen some good improvements, and of course that makes me happy because the faster we get this work done, it's better for us. So we've seen some good improvements in that area, and I'm very satisfied. The residents are satisfied. They have been calling, they have been expressing their desire to see the work complete, and now that we are addressing it, they are now satisfied, so that makes me happy.
Director of Hanover Construction Company, Richard Maharaj, says the project should be completed by April. He spoke of the company's contribution to economic growth.
That has been one of our focus as a company to ensure that we are empowering people by employment and also providing economic support to the economy by purchasing our materials. The majority of our materials are purchased locally other than items that are not available in Grenada. And we have seen this as a tremendous benefit to our company, and also the feedback from local employment is most appreciated.
Finally in the news, the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program SIAP raises awareness on the effects of climate change and mitigation measures and fish quality. SIAP representatives recently held a session with fishers at the Guav Fish Market and outlined the proper procedures of fish handling, the importance of quality and freshness, the 4 rules of fishing, the prevention of fish spoilage and contamination, and how to identify a good or bad fish. This is part of measures to improve the quality and the market of fish locally, regionally, and internationally. Fisheries assistant attached to SIAP, Khalil Paul, facilitated the session.
What I think it's most important for the fishers to go home with or carry along their operations is maintaining quality fish. Fish is food, and you want to ensure that whatever you bring to your consumers, what you bring to the nation, is of the highest quality. So all the proper measures that were discussed in terms of the gutting, the cleaning, the icing, all of these, I think they are most vital, and that is something that they should continue or do in their operations.
Climate Smart Agriculture Coordinator at SIAP, Kenley Edwards, highlights the importance of maintaining good fish quality.
As we know, with a good fish quality, you basically will be able to, 1, maintain your fish, but not only that, but also get premium price. And we looked at not just the local market, but also export, because fish is a very lucrative sector. And it may seem as if it's not being paid much attention.
Fisherman Sean Walker says it is useful to be reminded of the proper measures in handling fish.
It just keep me to remind you that I have to take care of my fish when I hold it, and make sure that I bring good fish for the people in the nation to eat and to ship out. This is things that I always do as a fisherman. Make sure keep my boat clean, make sure take care of my fish. Every little things I make sure put in place for my fishing.
That story just ended the national report for Tuesday, February 14th, recapping the top story. Government anticipates positive outcome from transitioning MNIB to public-private partnership. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
All right, Rikisha and the rest of the GIS news team, all right? And you can expect to hear more from the GIS tomorrow, God's willing. Now we take a look at the weather. What we can tell you is that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with few light to moderate isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 24 degrees Celsius, similar to last night. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is in effect. If we take a look at the weather for Wednesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy with few light isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Max temperature a bit warmer than it was today, it seems, 30 degrees Celsius, and the minimum 24. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters, and again, a marine advisory will be in effect for tomorrow. Here's what. There's a big thing happening tomorrow, God's willing. That is the Mini Olympics. The Mini Olympics by the Happy Hill Secondary School, my alma mater. All right, so we're hoping to see all past students, current and past students, attend the sports meet. Take care, guys, and have a good one. Those of you who are on YouTube, we say hello to you. All right, the people who are looking on the big screen via YouTube, blessings to you. We see you that we have Keith, we have Jennifer, we have Suzanne, we have Benora, we have Jean, we have, did I say Jennifer? We have It's Clovey, and Barbaran, and everyone else who's there on YouTube. We want to say hello to you. We always have a lot of people on YouTube tuning in and things like that, tuning in, you know, ting. So we say hello to you guys, all right? And also those of you who are on Facebook, we say hello to you. Those of you who are sharing, those of you who can, we see quite a bit of people tried sharing tonight and were not able to do so. Facebook, Ariel, you know, anyway, but Velma, Kate, Zaka, Shireen, Kirin, Vicky, Michelle, Ezran, Praise and Worship, Eunice, who else I saw earlier? Java and the sharing committee, Claudette. Thank you guys. Who else is with? I mean, everybody. Those of you who Velma, those of you who hear your name, and those of you who haven't sometimes, is because I don't see you say hi. When you say hi, that's how I know you're there, right? Diana, It's Clovey, Adonna, Alanda. Yeah, sweet dreams. Tonight is a night for sweet dreams, huh? Sweet dreams are made of. Yeah, Meta Hatabanka Kirin, for real. A lot of the features that we once enjoyed on Facebook is no longer there. If you realize that a lot of, I had Patty at Bermuda High, if you realize that a lot of lives are experiencing low numbers, is because people are not getting, Ryan, how you do? Bernadine, how you do? It's because people are not getting a notification to tell them that a program is on. So what now they have to do, they have to actually go on your page, oh, Mikey on, and now go on to see if Mikey is on, and go on to see if that person is on, and go on to see if that person is on, because they know that that's the usual time that they go on. Other than that, yep, joyous angel blessings. Yeah, it's a tough road right now that Facebook is letting us walk. Cindy, Yvonne, blessings, you know, before you get a notification, so you say, Mikey on, and then just click the notification. None of that anymore. Why? I don't even know. You know, I don't even know. So tough. Even sharing has become a problem. Now people are trying to share and they cannot share the programs. Anyway, so happy Valentine again to everybody, and have a good one, okay? Don't forget, this program is also simultaneously broadcast. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, nobody gets notifications, Cindy. Simultaneously broadcast on YouTube, all right? So you can check us out on YouTube as well. So, guys, take care. Have a good one. I have a headache. So I'm going to see if I can take care of that headache. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja, know it. Blessings, guys. Take care.